We have seen some fundamentals of square and square roots till the last classes, and now let us try to solve some word problems. So the question here is, the students of class 8 of a school donated rupees 2401, that is 2401 in all total, for the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. Each student donated as many rupees as the number of students in the class. Find the number of students in the class. Okay, so the question looks a little big and confusing, but it's very easy. Now, what is the concept I'm going to apply here is that to find the square root. But why and how, that let us see in this question. What are we supposed to find in this question now here? Find the number of students in the class. The first target is to find the number of students in the class. Imagine I have two students. The question says that, okay, here the question says that the students in class 8, they have donated as much as money as the number of students. So it's like a square kind of question. Imagine I have two students here, and each one is since there are two students, each one of them is contributing 2 rupees. So now if I take this, if I add 2 plus 2, it gives me 4. On the other side, if I take this 2 rupees from each candidate and if I multiply, I get 4. So can I say it's a square, right? Okay. Now let us assume I don't know the number of students. So let us assume the number of students are X. Okay. Now the question says that they donated as many rupees as the number of the students in the class. So let us assume that the number of students are X. So they donated the equal amount. So what happens here? Let us take here the number of students are 20. The contribution will also be rupees 20. So here I have X. So what happens? Each student donated X. So total will be X into X, right? So total will be X into X. So this is what happens. Now, so X into X is X square, that we already know. So this X square amount is given as 2401. So if you want to find the value of X, you are going to find the square root, that is 2401. So how to find the square root of 2401? That we have practiced a lot of questions till the previous classes. So this is the answer. So now you have to take it like this. You have to take it as a pair. 7 into 7 gives you 49. So the number of students in the class is 49. Next, let us see another example here. 2025 plants are to be planted in a garden in such a way that each row contains as many plants as the number of rows. Find the number of row and the number of plants in each row. So what are we supposed to find in the question? So we have to find in each row. Okay, in each row how many plants we have to plant. So let us assume the number of rows is X. Okay, and the number of plants in a row is X. So what happens? So the number of plants to be planted is X into X. Total number of plants, what happens? Total number will be always multiplication. So X into X is X square. So X square is given here, that is 2025 plants. Now we have to find the square root of X, that is square root of 2025. That will give you the answer. So we have practiced many questions how to find the square root here. So here this is called as factorization method. You can directly solve by the factorization, subtraction method also, and you get the answer as 3 into 3 into 5. So the answer is 45. So the number of plants in a row will be 45. Next, let us try to understand. Find the smallest number. It's a new type of question, very important, little tricky, but it's very easy. Find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the number 4, 9 and 10. So let us assume that there is a number which is divisible by 4, 10 and 9. So the smallest possible square. So take an example, 400. I very well know that 400 is divisible by 4. So you can see on the question, I'm giving a green tick here. So 400 is divisible by 4. 400 is also divisible by 10. But unfortunately, 400 is not divisible by 9. So what should I do in this kind of question is, first let us find the LCM. So what is the LCM of 4, 9 and 10? So this is the way you're going to move forward. So here you have 2, 9 and 5. Then you have 1, 9 and 5. Then you have 1, 9 and 1. And then finally you have 1. So if you multiply all these numbers, that is 2 into 2 into 5 into 9, you get the LCM as 180. So this 180 can be written as the factors, that is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. You can see very well every number has a pair except 5. So I'm going to multiply 5. This we have practiced in the previous video. Now this is 2, 3 and 5. So what I have to multiply here? I have to multiply 5 on both sides. So when I multiply 5 on both sides, I get 900. So 900 is a perfect square. So the answer here is 900 because it's a perfect square and which is divisible by all this number 4, 9 and 10. So this is your required answer. So let us try to do one more question in the same pattern. Find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the numbers 8, 15 and 20. So in the first instance, what I am going to find is the LCM. So what is the LCM of 8, 15 and 20? I am going to use the factorization method in this way and I am going to find the LCM. I get the LCM as 120. Now you can very well see that the numbers 2, 3 and 5, they don't have the pairs, so I'm going to multiply 2, 3 and 5 on both the side. So when I multiply, I get the answer as 3600. So 3600 is a perfect square. And now here the question was smallest square number divisible by all these numbers. So the answer is 3600. So next method we have to find the square root is division method. Okay, division method here, very easy. So try to understand here. To find the square root of any number, we have to follow by this division method, we have to follow these steps. Now for example, you should be good in making the sets and always you have to go make the sets from right to left. For example, we have this number 2, 1, 19, 0, 2, 4. So start making the sets from the right to left. Okay, make a set of 2 digits. They are from right to left. So this is 24 a number, 90 a set and 21 a set. Got it? Let me practice one more question. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like these numbers are given. I have to make it as a set. So come from the right side. So first I'll make it 90. Then I'll make 78 a set, 56 set and 34 set. Got it? Okay. Now let us take one more example. 19024. So 24, 90 and 1. So this 1 will be alone, but you have to make it as a set and keep it for the solving of the problem. Now let us try to understand. Put a horizontal line over the digits to make it more easy. So after making sets, you have to draw a line over each of the sets. Okay, now we have seen this kind of question. 24, 90 and 1. You have to draw a line over each of the sets like this. Okay, and then proceed with the problems. Now let us find with the division method the square root of 1764. So while solving this division in this case, we have the two sets, that is 64 and 17. 64 and 17. So this you have to keep in mind. So this is what 64 and this is what 17 it looks like. Now find a whole number whose square is equal to or less than the first set. Now the first set you can see 17. Okay, now you have to find the square which is very close to 17. So let me take the square of 2. 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So the nearest possible square is 16. So what I do, I take the number 4. Okay, so now let us try to understand what happens. After writing 4, this another 4 you have to write it on the top also. And now you have to write 16 answer down and you have to subtract. Okay, the question looks like this now. So now what happens? 17 minus 16 gives you 1. And on top you have written 4, right? That you have to add. Okay, this 4 and this 4 you have to add. So 4 plus 4 gives me 8. Now on the right side you can see, okay, you have 64 and another set. So what you are going to do, you are going to take the set 64 down immediately. Okay, so look at this, I am pointing with an arrow. So 64 you take it down and now the number becomes 164. Okay, now the number becomes 164. Now this 164 you are going to take some number, okay, that is with 8 you have to take numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3 and you have to check whether it is divisible or getting remainder as 0. So now let us try to multiply. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rough work. So if I take 0, 80 into 0 gives me 0, not possible. I want 164. I take 81 into 1, I get 81. I still not possible. So I take 82 into 2, it gives me 164. That's it. So we have arrived with the answer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 82 and this 2 I will write it on the top. Very important. This 2 I will write it on the top. Okay, so you get the answer as remainder will be as 0, and you are going to add 82 plus 82 gives you 84. So the finally the answer for the square root of 1764 is 42. So to find the square root of any number, you can follow this method. So this is how you are going to use the division method. So I hope you understood this division method. So if you have any doubts, you can contact me. Thank you.